Hey everybody, my name is Christoph. My name is Christoph. I'm a tarot card reader, and I'm here right now, and I'm live, and we're going to be doing some tarot card reading today. If there's anybody on there that's watching, feel free to ask me a question. You can type any question that you like over in the chat box to the side there. All you have to do is be a subscriber to my channel, and you can ask me a question, anything you want. And while we wait for questions to be answered, what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be going through every single tarot card, and I'll be reading the full description of each tarot card in between readings. So if there's anybody out there that's interested in getting a tarot card reading for free today, I'm doing them right now here, live stream on YouTube. I also actually do tarot card readings on the Fiverr platform, and you can actually check me out at fiverr.com / Christoph there, if you're interested in seeing a getting a Fiverr reading from me. So once again, we're going to be doing live readings today, and we're going to be doing live readings right here. Once again, my name is Christoph. We're going to be doing tarot card readings. So if there's anybody out there right now who's interested in getting a tarot card reading, I am doing them right now for free during this live stream. If you are watching the replay of this later, I do live streams on occasion. If you subscribe to my channel, you'll be notified the next time I do a live stream. I don't have any set nights or anything that I'm doing these live streams at the moment. But I will be setting up a regular schedule. Right now, what I'm doing is I'm just testing out different time slots and that sort of thing, trying to figure out, where it is and when the best time for me to be doing these, and that's kind of my goal right now. So let's go ahead here. I'm going to go ahead and into. Um, and as we wait for people to kind of join us on the live stream, I am going to be going through this tarot deck here, and I'll be going through each card at a time, and I will be providing, telling you kind of the full description for each of the cards. Let's go ahead and start with this, and then once again, if anybody is on here and they do want to. If anybody is on here and they do want a free reading, I will be doing readings in between. So the first card that we pulled here, and I'm going to be giving you the full description of every tarot card here. And the first card, and so anyway, this card is the Seven of Cups. And I'll read the full description for the Seven of Cups for you right now. The Seven of Cups represents choice, fantasy, and illusion. Okay. A range of choices present themselves to you, some of which promise power, riches, victory, and love, and others that instead present you with disaster. Danger lurks within the choices, and wishful thinking and fantasy can lead one into trouble. Not necessarily a gray card there. I'm doing live readings right now here on YouTube. If there is anybody out there interested in getting a live reading, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel. You can chat in the chat box. I'm happy to answer any questions while we wait for people to log into the live stream. I'm actually going to go through every card in the tarot deck. I don't know how long this is going to take. This might take actually a couple of live streams, but I'm going to go through and I'm going to read the full meaning and description of every card in the tarot. The next card that we have here in the tarot is the Hierophant, and this is actually a high-level card. This is a high Arcana card, okay? And the Hierophant represents tradition, conformity, morality, and ethics, okay? So following the boundaries of tradition, what is tried and true is valued, and it is not a time to stray from the path. This card can also represent the pursuit of knowledge and a spiritual guide. Now, if you are looking to get a live reading with me, I do have I do offer my services on Fiverr. You can actually find me on Fiverr, fiverr.com/r Christoph, and I do readings on there regularly. If you're watching this live stream right now, I would be happy to do a free reading for you while we're on the platform here. And while we wait for somebody to log in and ask a question, I'm actually going to go through. My goal is to try to go through every card in the tarot deck here. I might be doing this over a couple of nights. But this is actually for an upcoming video I'm going to be doing. I'm actually going to be posting every single tarot card on my channel and the full meaning of each of those cards, which is kind of exciting. And while we're doing this live stream, I'm actually recording it. If you do have a question for me, go ahead and just type it in the box to the side. And if you're a subscriber, you can ask me a question. You can just subscribe right now, get a free tarot reading if you're looking for it. So this card is the Six of Cups, and the Six of Cups represents nostalgia, happy memories, and reunion. The happy meeting between past and present is indicated here. There is a sense of wonderful nostalgia for times long ago. The memories coming back through can sometimes be so engrossing that you begin to forget your present. This is a wonderfully positive card, and it speaks to happy memories and good possibilities. Let's go ahead and take a look at our next card here. This is the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles represents abundance, power, and security. The fruits of worldly ambition have brought financial success and a sense of ambition, stability, and security. The King of Pentacles is a fatherly figure that provides all of those things and is also someone that is happy to share in all that he has accumulated. Pentacle cards also represent earthly, material, and sensual. Okay. And king cards represent the master, the executor, okay? Oh, sorry, executor. He also controls the right, the reigns. So he also controls and reigns supreme over his suit, bringing its power to action. Really fantastic card, and actually a pretty positive one when it shows up in a reading. Let's take a look at the next card here. This one is the Emperor, and the Emperor is actually a high level card in the tarot. It's a high Arcana card, okay? And the Emperor represents authority, structure, control, and fatherhood. While the Empress represents the archetypal mother, the Emperor represents the father. He exudes authority, and though he is stern, he is also filled with wisdom and understanding from his years. He signals structure, stability, and the rule of thought over the heart. And it's actually a pretty good card. This is a major arcana card. It's a trump card, and it points to a life's journey. Really great card. I'm doing readings right here on YouTube right now. Right, and as we wait for somebody to type a question in the box for reading, I'm actually going through each tarot card and reading the full meaning. If you are interested in getting a free reading, hi, how's it going? Go ahead, just type a message over in the side. Be happy to do a reading for you today. Um, and um, and yeah, we'll be doing this right now. Whenever somebody types in a question, you just have to be a subscriber to my channel in order to type in the box. I also do readings on Fiverr.com. You can find me at fiverr.com/rchristoph if you'd like to get a reading. How's it going? Do you have a question? Feel free to type in a question. I can pull my cards and answer that question for you. if you have one today. And while I wait for the questions, I'm actually going through and I am basically pulling cards from the tarot. I'm basically reading the full descriptions for every card in the tarot. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next card, just waiting for somebody to type in a question. Ooh, good guidance. If you give me a more specific question, I'd be happy to answer it. Okay, so let's talk about the Ace of Cups right now. I'm basically going through, and while we're waiting for questions, I'm actually going through and giving the full description for. I'm going to try to get through all the cards in the tarot. It might take a couple of nights here to do this. But the card that I have right now is the Ace of Cups. And let's talk about the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups represents new love, overflowing feeling, and creativity. As with other Ace cards, the Ace of Cups symbolizes new beginnings. It is the start of a feeling of emotional fulfillment and represents the joy of giving and getting in return. Now, Cup cards represent emotions, feelings, and relationships, and Ace cards represent beginnings, potential, and new initiatives, which are really positive. Once again, happy to answer any questions. Feel free to type it over in on the side. I also offer in-depth one-on-one readings on Fiverr.com slash R Christoph. And you can actually take a look at some of the reviews. I got some great reviews on there. I've been doing readings on Fiverr for a long time, and I got a variety of different ones on there. While I wait for a question, I'm actually going through the tarot, and I'm actually going to describe each card in the tarot. Um, we're kind of going through this deck right now, and I'm going to be reading the full descriptions for them as I wait for questions to show up in the chat. The next card that we're going to be doing is the Ten of Wands. Now, the Ten of Wands represents accomplishment, responsibility, but also burden. Okay. The Ten of Wands indicates that you have been working extremely hard in order to turn something into fruition. At the end of that journey, however, you find yourself being overburdened and too heavy with responsibility that you have created for yourselves. Wand cards represents passion, desire, and will, and 10 cards represent completion, finality, and renewal. Okay, as we wait for a question to appear in our chat, I'm going to just keep going. I'm going through every card here in the tarot. Might take a couple of days for me to get through it all, but I'm going through right now, and I'm basically going through and reading the full descriptions of every tarot card. I'll be posting this actually on my channel a little bit later here. But let's go ahead and take a look. The next card that we have is the um, Six of Wands. Now, the Six of Wands represents victory, success, and public reward. After a tough battle, the Six of Wands represents a very public celebration and a victory, okay? A celebration of a victory, okay? It is the achievement, it is an achievement as well as recognition for one's achievements. Now, Wand cards represent passion, desire, and will, and six cards represent cooperation, harmony, and compassion. Okay, I'm going through I'm going to be going through the whole tarot deck in a couple of these live streams. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it in one whole live stream. But let's go ahead. I'm going to keep going until we get questions over there, until we got people, more people on the stream. I'm reading tarot cards. I'm basically telling the full meaning of tarot cards. The next card that we have here is the Eight of Cups. Now, the Eight of Cups Now, for the Eight of Cups, it represents walking away, disillusionment, and leaving behind. There is a feeling of disappointment and loss associated with this card. One has taken a retrospective of their situation and has decided to leave it behind. Something is abandoned, and although that abandonment, one feels the loss of a part of themselves. Cup cards represent emotions, feelings, and relationships, and eight cards signifies action, change, and regeneration. I'm going through all of the tarot cards, reading the full descriptions for them on this live stream today. If anybody is watching, all you have to do is type over in the box. I'd be happy to do a live reading for you right here on YouTube. And yeah, we're going to go into the next card here as we wait for people to ask me questions. The next card that we have is the Ace of Wands. Now, the Ace of Wands represents creation, willpower, and inspiration, and also desire. The suit of Wands is always the first step in the act of creation. It is the burning fire of intention, desire, and passion that ignites the spark of an idea. Thus, this card represents the powerful forces that will guide your way like a torch into the world on a journey to make these desires become a reality. If you get a wand cards represent passion, desire, and will. Ace cards represents beginnings, potential, and new initiatives. I'm going through all the tarot cards. Might take a couple of live streams, but we're going to see how many we get through here today before the end of the stream today. And if you are watching right now, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, and you can type into the box on the side. I would be happy to do a free reading for you while this live stream is going. Okay. The next card that we have here is the Four of Pentacles. And in relation to the Four of Pentacles, this card represents conservation, security, and frugality. Vast wealth has been accumulated here, and as a result, you have become protective of what you have earned. Though some amount of conservation is good for one's feeling of stability, this card can also warn of stinginess and having a miserly attitude. Pentacle cards typically represent earthly materials and sensuality. Cards that feature the number 4 represent stability, application, and formation. Okay. Let's go take a look at the next card that we have in my tarot deck. And that card is the Judgment card. Now, the Judgment card is a high level card in the tarot. It's a high Arcana card. Okay. And the Judgment card represents reflection, reckoning, and inner voice. Judgment. So the Judgment card represents reflection, reckoning, and inner voice. Judgment indicates the cusp of rebirth. In order to achieve that, you must look back upon your deeds and come to an honest evaluation of yourself. This leads to an awakening that signals a new way of life. Now, this is a major Arcana card, okay, and it's a trump card, and it points to a life's journey. Okay, let's take a look at the next card that I have here in my deck, and this one is the Eight of Wands. Now, with the Eight of Wands, this represents rapid action, movement, and quick decisions. After the struggle, there is a time of quick movement and unstoppable action. You have the overflowing of energy and spirit to add to your task and your project. Absolute and piercing willpower combined with swift and sure action. Wand cards represent passion, desire, and will, and cards that feature an 8 represent action, change, and regeneration. Let's go ahead and move to our next card. I'm doing live readings here right now. If you happen to be watching right now, you can get a live reading from me on fiverr.com/r Christoph. I'm doing live readings right now, so if you happen to be watching, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, and you'll be able to type into the chat on the side. I'd be happy to answer any question that you have for me today. And while we wait for people to log in, I'm actually going through and I am giving the full description and meaning for as many tarot cards in my deck as I can. My goal for this is that I'm going to be reposting each card individually on my channel so that anybody can look up the meaning of any tarot card, which will be exciting because I don't see very much of that on YouTube right now. Okay. So let's go ahead with this one. This is the Three of Swords. Now, with the Three of Swords, this represents heartbreak, suffering, and grief. Suffering and heartbreak stemming from loneliness, rejection, and betrayal. This card indicates a period of intense suffering. Moments like this are sometimes required in life in order to bring one strength we never knew we had within us. Sword cards typically represent logic, ideas, and intellect. Cards that feature the number 3 represent growth, creativity, and expression. Okay, we're going through and giving you the meaning of every card in my tarot deck. This might take a couple of live streams if anybody is watching right now. I'm also doing a free reading, so all you have to do is type in the chat box at the side while I'm doing this recording today, and I would be happy to give you a live reading for free. Okay, great. So the next card we have is the Nine of Swords. Now, the Nine of Swords represents anxiety, hopelessness, and nightmares. The Nine of Swords represents someone that is trapped by their own negative thoughts. There is not necessarily a situation that warrants the worry, and thus this card hints that over-analysis leads to crippling indecision and feelings of hopelessness. Sword cards typically represent logic, ideas, and intellect, and cards that contain the letter 9 represent fulfillment, idealism, and inspiration. Let's take a look at the Lovers card here. This card is the 6. Well, there's a 6 in it, but it's the Lovers card. This is a major Arcana card, okay? And the Lovers is actually a pretty positive card. And I'm going to read you the full description for the Lovers right now. So the Lovers card represents partnership, union, duality, and choice. A union of harmony full of trust, confidence, and strength. This relationship is one that represents both a physical attraction and a deep emotional bond between them. It can also represent an inner harmony between two aspects of one's personality. Major Arcana cards are trump cards and they represent points on a life's journey. Now we get the Wheel of Fortune. This is another high level card, and let's talk about the Wheel of Fortune right now. The Wheel of Fortune represents change, cycles, and inevitable fate. Greater forces that are outside of human control are at work here. The same forces that govern the changing of the season or the rising and setting of the sun. It is also the master of luck and fate of individuals. This card represents the inevitable change of cycles. Its lesson is what comes up must go down, and also what goes down must come up. This is a major arcana card, a trump card, and it points to a life's journey. We're doing live stream right now here on YouTube. I'm basically giving descriptions of as many of the cards in the tarot. I'm going to be going through them all eventually. If you're interested in getting a one-on-one personal reading, you can find me on fiverr.com/rchristoff. I get personal one-on-one readings on there, and it's pretty darn affordable too. I'm doing this as a live stream right now, and I'm just waiting for people to type into the chat. Currently, I'm experimenting with what the best time and day to do these live streams are. And when I figure it out, I will be setting up a regular schedule. But if you are interested in getting a free reading from me on YouTube here, do subscribe to my channel, and you'll be notified when that happens. For now, as I wait for somebody to post chat, this might not be the best time to be doing a live stream. But anyway, as I wait for somebody to post a question in the chat, I'm going to be going through all of the cards in the tarot. I might not be able to do it in just this one live stream alone, but I'm reading descriptions of the tarot. The next card that we have here is the Three of Cups. Okay, and the Three of Cups represents friendship, community, and happiness. A warm and lively gathering of friends. You are blessed with loving relationships and camaraderie. And this is likely a very social period in your life where you are investing time in the people around you. Cup cards represent emotions, feelings, and relationships. Cards that feature the number 3 represent growth, creativity, and expression. Let's see what the next card in the tarot has to bring. Another cup card we have here, and this one is the Nine of Cups, okay? The Nine of Cups represents comfort, emotional stability, and luxury. An environment of luxury and emotional stability where all available comforts await you, including in all the joys that life has to offer, and also indulging in all the joys that life has to offer you, is signaled by this card, though at times there is a sense of smugness that comes from taking your situation for granted. Okay? Cup cards represent emotions, feelings, and relationships, and cards that feature the number 9 represent fulfillment, idealism, and inspiration. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next card that we have here. And this card is the Sun. And let's go ahead and see what the full meaning of the Sun is here. Why not? Let's take that up. That's this Sun is a higher level card in the tarot. I'm going to explain this just in a moment. But the Sun card represents joy, success, and celebration. Also, positivity. It symbolizes the success of the conscious mind in overcoming any obstacles or fears of the unconscious, usually through the attainment of knowledge. This is a major arcana card, and it's a trump card that points to life's journey. Let's just keep drilling through these cards. I'm reading full descriptions of tarot cards on here. If you happen to be watching this live stream, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel. You can type a question in the chat box, and I'd be happy to answer it to you. While we wait for somebody to type in the chat box here, I will be turning over one card at a time and giving full descriptions for the cards. I'm actually going to be editing this together into a video a little bit later, and I thought, hey, why not live stream this as it's happening, okay? The Ten of Cups represents happiness, fulfillment, and celebration. Emotional fulfillment and happiness due to a deep sense of unity with the world around you. This card is about harmony, the joy that results from it, applying to your family, friends, and loved ones. There is a deep sense of community associated with this card. Cup cards represent emotions, feelings, and relationships, and cards that feature the number 10 represent completion, finality, and renewal. We're going through the tarot cards. Let's go ahead and read the full description for the next one that I have here. And this card is the Queen of Wands. Let's go ahead and find out the full description of the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands represents courage, determination, and joy. It represents a feminine aspect which is fiery, determined, and strong. Like the other wand suit, she is a natural leader whose courage in the face of adversity is an inspiration to all around her. Wand cards typically represent passion, desire, and will, and cards that feature queens represent the keeper, the influencer. She masters the energy in her suit and subtly brings them to others. Okay, let's take a look at the next card in the tarot. I'm going through tarot cards right here live on YouTube. I'm also willing to take tarot card reading questions. All you have to do is subscribe to my channel and type in the chat box. Let's go ahead and check this out. The next card that we have here is the Hermit. Hermit is a high-level card in the tarot. The Hermit represents contemplation, the search for truth, and inner guidance. A time for self-reflection. This is the soul's journey inward. The Hermit seeks the ultimate truth and understanding that comes from within, and only after a period of self-isolation from the demands of the world. Okay? This is a major arcana card, a trump card, and it points to a life's journey. Let's take a look at the next card that I have in my tarot today. I'm doing a live stream, reading full descriptions of tarot cards while we're doing this. I'm going to be editing this into a video later. I don't know how many of these cards we're going to get through tonight. We might not be able to get through the whole deck in this live stream session. If you happen to be watching this live stream session, I do welcome you to type a question into the chat. You just have to subscribe to me to type into the chat on the side. And if you do want a personal reading, if you're watching this on a repeat, later, you can actually order a live reading from me on fiverr.com/rchristoff, and it's really affordable on there. If you do want a free reading, do subscribe to my channel, and the next time I do a live stream, you'll be notified, and you can hop on here and ask me some questions. The next card that we have here is the Justice card. The Justice card represents cause and effect, clarity, and truth. Justice is fairness, truth, and the exercise of the law. And this card of karmic retribution. Okay? It's a card of karmic retribution. What you get is a direct result of your actions. This card is a major arcana card, a trump card, and points to a life's journey. Let's check out the next card I have here in my tarot deck. And I have the High Priestess. We're doing a lot of high level cards right now. That's pretty interesting. Okay. The High Priestess represents intuition, unconsciousness, and inner voice. To direct your will onward, one must also be able to understand one's internal world. The High Priestess is the guardian of the unconscious and beckons the traveler to the world within. This is a major arcana card, a trump card, and points to a life's journey. Okay, let's take a look at the next card here. This is the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles represents legacy, inheritance, and culmination. It represents the culmination of life's journey. There's a sense of fulfillment that usually results from hard work in all of life's facets. This is the end of the path, and it is full of joy. Pentacle cards typically represent earthly materials and sensuality. Cards that feature the number 10 represent contemplation, finality, and renewal. And if you're watching the live stream right now, I am doing free readings. All you have to do is subscribe to the channel, type a question into the chat box on the side. Be happy to answer your question. Hi, how's it going? And while we wait for somebody to type a question in that box, I'm actually reading descriptions of tarot cards today. The next card that we're going to be reading is the King of Swords. As soon as I'm done this, we got a question. You want some love guidance for you? Yeah, just simply ask me a question, a bit more of a specific question, and I'd be happy to answer it for you. While we wait, I'm going to be doing the King of Swords right now, and I'll read the full description for this card. The King of Swords represents action, speed, and ambition. The power of an sorry, I'm going to start that again. The King of Swords represents action, speed, and ambition. The power of an idea to overwhelm is represented by the King of Swords. Filled with the vision of an idea, he is propelled forward with unbridled ambition. Though his energy is great, there is also a warning associated with being unconscious about consequences and obstacles. Sword cards typically represent logic, ideas, and intellect, and cards that feature knights represent a messenger, the deliverer of news. He brings his suit outward towards the world. Okay. And I'm just waiting for a specific question. I'd love to do a love guidance reading for you. I just need to know what your question is, what you want to ask the cards. And while we wait for you to put that more specific question in there, I'm going through all of the tarot cards in my deck one at a time. I'm actually doing this because I'm going to be editing this into a video later. I'm going to be posting every single tarot card and their meaning on my channel because I haven't seen anybody else do it. And why not? The next card that we're looking at is the Queen of Pentacles, okay? And the Queen of Pentacles represents practicality, creature comforts, and financial security. A woman that is blessed with the gifts of sensual comforts and domestic talents. A motherly figure at times, she seeks to bring her loved ones joy through all that is worldly by cooking, cleaning, and creating a wonderful home. Pentacle cards typically represent earthly materials and sensuality. Cards that feature queens represent the keeper, the influencer, and she is the master of the energy of her suit and subtly brings them to others. Okay. Still waiting for that question. Take your time. It's okay. Let's go ahead and move on to the next card that I have here. This is the Page of Pentacles, and let's find out the full description for the Page of Pentacles here. I'm going through every card in my tarot right now. I'm going to be editing this into a video later. You're welcome to watch. If you do have a question, go ahead and type it in the box to the side. You just have to be a subscriber to my channel. So let's talk about the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles represents dreams, desires, and new opportunity. This card indicates that you are on the brink of giving life to a new venture or an opportunity that brings you luck in the material world. You are full of enthusiasm and energy to make this new opportunity come to life. Pentacle cards typically represent earthly materials and sensuality. Cards that feature pages represents the child, the new spark, and is the holder of energy for his suit. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the next card. I'm going through all the cards, reading the full description. Going to be editing this into a video later. And if you do have a question, a more specific question, go ahead and type it in the chat. So far, we've had people that wanted to do stuff, but nobody seems to be typing in questions for me to answer. If you do have a question for me, and it's the type of question that you don't want on a live stream publicly, I do one-on-one private readings on fiverr.com/rchristoff. I do welcome you if you're watching live now or you're watching this as a repeat later. If you do want a one-on-one private reading that's not so public in a live stream, feel free to go to fiverr.com/rchristoff. I got a lot of affordable readings on there, and people give me some pretty good ratings on there, which I'm happy about. So feel free to check that out. I'm going to move into here we go. We got a question. Okay, let's go ahead. We'll jump into your question. We got a question here. Great. We'll wait for that next card. I'll bring out my reading deck here. So you're saying that you're distracted because of your breakup. You can't concentrate on things. Yeah. So you just wanted some love guidance, though you hope you will get some guidance to help move on. Well, let's find out. Let's ask some I don't know. We're gonna have to ask some difficult questions here to give you kind of some guidance, some love advice. But you know what I'm going to do instead? Instead of asking a point blank question, a yes or no question, I'm going to do what I call a story reading. And for a story reading, I pull 3 cards, okay, which I'm going to do right now. And what I'm going to ask of these cards is to tell us a story of how your love life is going to progress from this point on. It sounds like, some difficult things are happening, in your life right now, but let's find out what the next steps are. So we're pulling a 3 card. I call this a story reading. And what these cards are going to do is exactly what I said. Tell a story about how your love life is going to progress from this point on, and in turn, hopefully give you some guidance at the same time. Okay. Let's take a look at the first card, and let's see what it says for you. The first card here is the King of Cups, and I'm going to go through and we'll pull all the cards first, and I'll tell you their meaning and how they work together, okay? The second card that we have here is the Strength card, and the third card that we have here is the King of Wands. Okay, there's 2 men. This is basically talking about there's 2 men, okay, that are going to be in your life, and so a relationship may have ended for you, but guess what? In a short period of time, you're going to have 2 people who are interested in you at the same time. These 2 people are actually going to be pretty competitive against each other. Although they might not know that each other exists, they're going to be vying for you, okay? This is something where I think that there's, I don't know whether or not there's a group of friends or a group of people. I think that people within your circles, now that you're becoming available, you will be available. I think that the word is going to get out. I think people are going to hear about it, and I think that there's several people who are very interested in you. You in this reading, you're actually represented by the Strength card, okay? And let's talk about the Strength card a bit. The Strength card is basically your ability to basically be in control of your situation. It represents your strength moving forward. So even if you don't feel like you're very strong now, well, you're going to be finding that strength. You do have that strength. It is there, and it's going to be showing itself. Okay. You've already kind of shown a lot of strength, especially a lot of the challenges and things that you've been able to get past in your life already so far. What you're going through now is just another one of those life challenges that you're going to overcome. Okay. And, you're actually going to come out of this situation a lot stronger than you were before. And, one of the things to notice about the Strength card is there's a woman in the card and there is a lion. So, you're going to be able to kind of tame the lion, okay? And this does represent kind of like a person that's going to be coming into your life. They're going to have a lot of energy. They're going to be, yeah, overall, like a pretty strong person, someone that maybe other people might not be able to kind of, um, not necessarily control, but to contend with, okay? But this is going to actually be a perfect fit for you. And I do see two people that are going to be coming into your life in the near future that are going to be very competitive people. But them being competitive also represents them being extremely hard workers. Um, so regardless of who these two people are going to end up being, and I think they're going to be coming into your life soon, and I think it's going to be a thing where you're not going to have to look for them. They're going to show up. They're going to reach out to you. They're going to know that you're available. Somehow, whether or not it's through a mutual friend connection or what have you, you're going to have a choice between these two people, which is kind of going to be a nice situation for you. But all in all, what we're seeing from this story reading is you being in in a demand type situation, and you're going to have the strength to control this. And whoever it is that you end up selecting, you will have the power in this decision. Um, you're going to end up having a really strong relationship. Both of these people who are interested in you are strong people, hardworking people, who, when you finally kind of team up together, you will be able to create a stronger, better, more successful life. So, even though that you recently had this breakup and it is affecting you, you will find your strength. Okay, this is a good thing for you. This breakup, it's going to lead to more opportunity, and I think probably by the new year, by kind of midway or end of January, you're going to have two individuals competing for your affections there. So congratulations on that. It sounds like you're going to be moving into kind of a much more of a positive situation, positive mindset moving forward. I'm going to continue with the cards that I was going through, and we got the Two of Pentacles next. I'm going through all the tarot cards, and I'm giving the full description. Going to edit this into a video later. Put all these cards up separately, so that if anybody's searching what the meaning of a card is on YouTube, they'll find it. I haven't been able to find anything like that on YouTube yet, so I thought, why not do it myself? The Two of Pentacles represents balance, priorities, and adapting to change. A game of balance is what is at work here. This card gives a sense of rapid change has become the norm in your situation. Having to deal with opposing forces is unavoidable in certain circumstances. But luckily, you've had the resilience to be able to deal with them. Pentacle cards typically represent earthly materials and sensuality. Cards that feature the number 2 represent decisions, balance, and partnerships. And you're welcome. Thanks so much. I'm happy that you're in here and you're participating in this live stream. I'm trying to figure out the best time to do live streams, so I've been kind of like randomly doing them. I think eventually I'm going to end up picking a regular day and time. I found that this is like my third live stream I've done on the channel, and I found that so far later times were actually better. I did one around midnight. My first one was around midnight. Then I did one that was kind of in the afternoon time, and now I'm doing another one at kind of a little after midnight. 1 or 2 in the morning, my time zone wise, and we'll see how it works. And yeah, if you're ever interested in getting a one-on-one reading with me, I do readings on Fiverr, fiverr.com/r Christoph. And yeah, they're really affordable. It's like honestly, this tarot card reading thing that I'm doing right now, it's all about me helping as many people as I can. And what's really great about the Fiverr platform is that I'm able to reach people, and I've done readings for people all over the world. It's kind of exciting. Okay, let's continue. I'm going through and reading descriptions for tarot cards. Okay. The next one we have here is the Nine of Wands, and let's talk about the Nine of Wands here. The Nine of Wands represents resilience, pushing forward, and the last stretch. You are close to achieving a victory after a time of battle and hard work. You have spent time pursuing what you believe to be right. Though this was difficult and draining, you are reaching the point of exhaustion, but there is only a small way to go before your ultimate goal. Wand cards represent passion, desire, and will. Cards that feature the number 9 represent fulfillment, idealism, and inspiration. Okay, I'm going to keep going. Here we go. And we're going to do the Page of Wands next. Yeah, that's a good one. I like the Page of Wands. Okay. The Page of Wands represents exploration, excitement, and freedom. You are on the brink of a new creative project and vision. There is a spirit of discovery, enthusiasm, and all kinds of ideas that you may have about the future. It is the start of a new way of expressing oneself. Wand cards represent passion, desire, and will. Cards that feature pages represents the child, the new spark, and the holder of energy for this suit. Let's take a look at another card here. The Magician. Yeah, it's a great one. I love the Magician. The Magician card represents willpower, desire, creation, and manifestation. The Magician is a representation of pure willpower. She takes all that is available to her and molds and transforms it into her desires. With her hand pointed to the ground and her wand pointed to the sky, she is the manifestation of the ancient phrase, as above, so below, meaning that the earth reflects heaven. What is within is also without. The microcosm is the macrocosm. Naturally, this phrase is the origin of what we commonly understood as magic. This is a major arcana card. It's a trump card, and it points to a life's journey. All right, let's do a few more cards. Here's one. The Death card. Okay. Those of you that are actually watching this live, or any of you that's actually watching this as a repeat later, I actually do readings on fiverr.com. You can find me at fiverr.com/r Christoph. And yeah, I do fivers. They're actually fiver readings, fiver tarot card readings. They're actually pretty affordable. And if you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading, go for it. I'm also going to be doing more live streams as I continue with my YouTube channel. It's all about kind of getting subscribers and to help promoting my Fiverr account. That's kind of the main thing for, and of course, helping as many people as I can. The next card that we're doing is the Death card. And I'm going through it. I'm reading all of the full descriptions for every card in the tarot deck. I'm actually probably going to be stopping this in about 5 minutes or so. I'm going to do a few more cards. I'm like close to halfway through the deck right now, which this would be a good place to start, and I can continue this again on another live stream. But let's talk about the Death card. The Death card represents the end of a cycle, beginnings, change, and metamorphosis. A cycle comes to a close, a radical transformation that requires a part of oneself to be sacrificed to be able to continue to the next plane. With loss, something new can begin. Death carries a scythe not just to destroy, but also to sow a new harvest. This is a major arcana card. It's a trump card, and it points to a life's journey. We'll pull a few more of these cards. I'm reading the descriptions. Let's take a look at our next one. This is the Nine of Pentacles. Let's talk about the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles represents the fruit of labor, independence, and reward. After much hard work, this card indicates a time of opulence and luxury, all resulting in a feeling of satisfaction, emotional comfort, and peace. All of this is due to one's intelligence and self-control and represents an achievement that has lasted a lifetime. Pentacles represent earthly materials and sensuality. Cards that feature the number 9 represent fulfillment, idealism, and inspiration. We're reading the tarot cards, folks. Telling you the meaning of these. Going to do a few more. And yeah, I'm also doing, if you are watching this live right now, if you subscribe to my channel, you can type into the box on the side and you can ask me any question. I'll do a live reading for you right here while I'm recording this for another video that I'm doing on my channel. And right now I'm kind of going through and reading the full meaning of tarot cards. I'm going to be editing all of these readings into separate little videos. I'm going to be putting them on my channel because I haven't been able to see a video like this on there. So I thought, hey, I might as well do it, right? The Three of Wands represents looking ahead, expansion, and rapid growth. It represents the transformation of dreams into concrete plans and preparation for action. As you look forward to the possible obstacles in your path, you remain dedicated to your pursuit and ready to traverse your boundaries. Wand cards represents passion, desire, and will, and cards that feature the number 3 represent growth, creativity, and expansion. Okay, here we go, folks. Let's go to the next one. We're going to only do a few more of these. I'm going to be ending this shortly. I'm going to do maybe one card after this one, and I think I've gotten through like pretty much half the deck. And I'll do another live stream later and go through the other half of the deck. Right now, I'm basically recording this to cut into separate videos, and I'm reading the full meaning of every card in the tarot. I'll eventually get through them all, probably in the next live stream. We'll see what happens. The next card that we have is the Knight of Cups. Let's go through this one. The Knight of Cups represents a messenger, romance, and adventure. A man who is in touch with his emotions and intuition and is able to channel them into action. It can signal an arrival of an invitation into something that will be the cause of celebration. Cards that feature cups represent emotions, feelings, and relationships. Cards that feature knights represent the messenger, the deliverer of news, and he brings his suit outward towards the world. If you're watching this live stream right now, I'm actually going through and I'm reading the meaning of tarot cards. I'm also doing live tarot readings on here. So if you're subscribed to my channel, you can chat and you can leave a question in the chat box to the side. I'm happy to answer any of your questions and give you a live reading right now. While I wait for somebody to type a question into the chat box to the side, I am going through and killing the time in between these readings by reading full meanings of the tarot cards. I'm actually going to be editing these meanings of the tarot cards into separate videos on my channel later. And I thought, why not do it as a live stream and help some people with some free readings while I do it? So the next card that I have here is the Page of Cups. And let's go ahead and read the full meaning of the Page of Cups. Here we go. The Page of Cups represents delightful surprise, inner child, and intuition. The Page of Cups heralds a happy surprise of some kind. The fish that pops out of the cup is a signal that one's unconscious is attempting to make contact, though sometimes one does not understand what is meant to be said. Cards that feature cups represent emotions, feelings, and relationships. Cards that feature pages represent the child, the new spark, and the holder of energy for the suit. I'm going to do one more of these cards. I'll do two more. I'm going to do two more of these cards. I'm waiting for somebody. If somebody's watching the live stream wants a free reading, all you got to do is ask a question in the box, and to type in the box, you just have to subscribe to my channel. While I wait for another question to appear over in the side chat, I'm reading the full meaning of tarot cards, and I've gone about halfway through the deck tonight in the first hour of this live stream. I will be probably ending this live stream soon if I don't get another question over there in the side. But let's go ahead and move to the next card here. And the next card that I'm going to be reading the full description for is the King of Wands. Okay. And if you are watching the live stream and you're interested in asking a question, feel free. You can type it in the box on the side. You just have to be subscribed to the channel. And here we go. The King of Wands represents the big picture, a leader, and overcoming challenges. A person having great vision and leadership and all the drive and understanding to create his vision. He leads and inspires others with his unquenchable passion. Wand cards represent passion, desire, and will, and he controls the reins. He controls and reigns supreme over his suit, bringing its power to action. All right. Going to do two more cards, and that's it. So after I do the next two cards, I'm going to be stopping the live stream. So if anybody does have any questions they'd like to ask me, I'd be happy to do a live reading for you. If you're watching the live stream right now, you just have to type a question in the box to the side. We had a couple of people tonight. I did some reading stuff and helping. But while I wait for another thing to be typed in, I'm going to do two more of these cards, and then that'll be it for our stream today. The next card that I'm going to read a full description for is the Five of Wands. Now, the Five of Wands represents competition, conflict, and rivalry. A battle between rivals. There is a struggle from all sides for dominance. Although they may seem intimidating at first, there is also the impression that they may pose no dire threat, possibly being more of a show of power than actual intention to do harm. Cards that feature wands represents passion, desire, and will, and cards that contain the number 5 represent conflict, change, and expansion. Okay. I'm going to do one more card, and if there isn't a question in the box, I'm going to be ending the live stream for tonight. The next card that we have here is Temperance. This represents the middle path. It represents patience and finding meaning. Taking the middle road, finding a balance in life that allows you to attain a sense of calm. When it relates to the external world, it also means adapting, cooperation, and meditation. This is a major arcana card. It's a trump card, and it points to a life's journey. Thanks everybody for watching my live stream. If you are interested in getting a tarot card reading from me, I do offer personal one-on-one tarot card readings on fiverr.com/r Christoph. And if you're watching this as a repeat right now, I will be doing more live streams. And if you're subscribed to my channel, you'll be notified when I do those. I will be doing free readings while I'm doing my live streams. I'll also be shooting other videos that will be edited into other videos on my channel during these live streams as well. But for now, that's it for me. Thanks so much for everybody who participated in this live stream. Watch this live stream. Do check out my Fiverr account, my seller account, fiverr.com/r Christoph. And that's it for me today. Thanks so much, everybody. And I'll be doing another live stream again soon, and I'll be continuing to read descriptions of tarot cards until I'm done. And I'm going to be turning those into some fun videos. Okay, thanks a lot, everybody, and see you later.